Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're in Fremantle, just down at Arthur's Head, outside the little Cadogo Art Museum. Just a little hole in the wall here. Popping through that on the little mountain bike from 1983, the Raleigh Elkhorn. Yeah, just taking these kind of little parts here and there because finally I have a bike where you can actually do this. This is pulling onto Fleet Street, heading down towards the passenger terminals, and the Maritime Museum is down here. This is a whole new area where we are right now, so I've actually never been here before. This is my first time checking it out. Looks pretty cool. As you can probably tell, the weather is amazing. I think it's like 24 degrees. It's a nice breeze. Blue skies, a few clouds around, but that just adds to the atmosphere. Now, I don't know if you can see, just poking over the roof there, looks like a submarine. And that's because it actually is a submarine. It's the HMAS Ovens, based in Fremantle. That's where it lives. It's an old submarine. I've been inside of it once on tour. It's pretty cool. It's awful, but it's pretty cool. You can see they've got a whole lot of old railway sleepers using them as pots here, which seems pretty crazy. That's kind of valuable lumber there. But this is how we go. And then here's a better view of the submarine. It's looking like it looks pretty boss, man. Like looks cool. So yeah, I found a nice little spot here, and I thought, I should probably take a nice photo of my bike next to a submarine, because that's just something you don't see every day, and it's got like Hunt for Red October vibes. Yeah, the picture turned out pretty cool. Anyway, so I continued on. These are the old passenger terminals, like back in like the 40s and stuff, and the 50s. People used to come from Europe, and they'd all land here, and they'd this was like their gateway into Australia. And this is like the Maritime Museum of Western Australia here. It's a pretty cool place. If you're ever in town, I'd say it's definitely worth a look. There's some cool stuff in there. They've got like a 100-year-old shark in there, which is a weird thing. It's in water. It's dead, but it's like it's preserved. Sorry, my dog just sneezed here, right on my ankle. Now he's grumbling at me. There's a few dudes up here just having a fish. A few young fellas, which is cool. It's good to see people out and about enjoying themselves. One thing I noticed, I'm not a fisherman really, but they were using bread as bait. They all had these loaves of bread. It's, I don't know. Must be a new thing. Maybe they're onto something here. Or maybe they were just having a fish sandwich. It's hard to tell. You can see the huge cranes on the left there. I always think they look like big giraffes, or like things from Star Wars or something. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And there's a Gage Roads pub on the right, so you can come down and drink and eat and look out at the harbour. And it's a really nice spot. They've got some good beers. It's a brewery. This guy was like, "Whoa, Betsy," and I was like, "Thanks, mate." "Thanks, buddy. Thanks for that. Watch out for the puddle." Obviously, we had a bit of rain. Anyway, let's talk about my bike for a minute. See those blue grips? They're sticky. These old grips, they go sticky. So that's really bugging me. I've ordered some new ones of a different colour, because my wife pointed out that they look like the colour of the West Coast Eagles AFL team. which I'm not a fan, you know. I go for the other guys. I go for Fremantle Dockers. So I'm going to change the colour of the grips. I don't want blue and yellow. And I was looking like on the colour wheel, and I think like blue and purple, or I mean yellow and purple will maybe go together. So I'm going to try some purple grips, and if they look terrible, I'll just put some black ones on. We'll see what happens. A bit of colour is nice. Just did a little wheelie there. It was pretty good. Here's a statue of a man and a dog. We love dogs. Hi, dog. See some nice pine trees here. These things are dotted all around Fremantle. And yeah, they've recently decided that they're not planting any more of these pine trees because they're not native, but they're beautiful. And honestly, like, a lot of the native trees in Western Australia, like, they're just not that pretty. That'll cause fights, but I think a pine tree is a beautiful thing. This is just me on my phone, on my bike, on my phone. Don't do that, but you know, sometimes it's got to be done. Riding along here down this street, I can't remember what this street's called, Cliff Street maybe. There's a fire station up here, but no action today, thankfully. Oh, I want to talk a little bit more about my bike. Okay. So in my neighbourhood, we're having collection day at the moment, and everybody takes out stuff they don't want, stuff to go to the dump, basically, the tip. And up the road, I found an old mountain bike. Not that old, like maybe 2000s. And it was in pretty crummy condition, and so it was 2 doors up from my house. So I just wheeled it back, and my wife was like, "What are you doing? You just got another bike." But I decided I just wanted a few parts off it, so I just harvested some brakes, and also I managed to get a really cool seat for my bike. I mean, the seat I've got on my bike is pretty cool. It's called a Crossbow, and it looks awesome, but honestly, it's rock hard, and the shape of it, it's kind of like you're sitting on like the edge of a fence. It's not that comfortable on your butt. But anyway, so the seat I got, it's a little bit wider, and it's just so much more cushioned on your sit bones, you know. It made such a difference. So I'll show you guys that in one of the next videos. But yeah, so I managed to do that. I got a new seat. Yay, let's go. Cheers guys, see you again next time.